Alright, in today's video we are going to brine some chicken wings, and I'm going to show you the best way to do it. Start with one Swanson's chicken stock. Do not get the low sodium because you want the salt. We're going to add salt to this, so start with that. Put that on medium so we can start bringing that to a boil, and then we're going to add some seasonings. I'll be back in a second to show you what we're putting in it. Don't mind the mess. We are in the middle of seasoning an old cast iron. Salt. Probably about that much. Whole black peppercorns. Probably about that much, maybe a tablespoon. Brown sugar, light or dark. I know, trust me on this though. Brown sugar, that's it. Bring this to a boil, let all of that kind of coagulate together, and then once we get this boiled, we'll bring you back, show you what you do next. Alright, next thing we're going to do is get your chicken wings. These are the Wegmans Family Pack. Buy them like this, process them yourself. A little bit cheaper. So for $12.61 you're gonna get 16 drums and 16 flats, and then if you like the little retarded, or I'm sorry, life challenged leg, you're gonna have a whole bunch of those too. So get yourself a decent pair of poultry shears. Get yourself a pair of scissors. These we're going to use to break the bones. Just kind of pull it apart like so, cut up the middle. Once you get the bone broke, take shears. So this will take a little bit of doing, but now you got one big drum and a flat and your special leg. So these are still partially frozen, but it's not a big deal. They will finish thawing out quick once we get them put into the brine. So again, just kind of cut up. Yeah. So we're gonna get this finished up, and then we'll bring you back once we're ready to get the brine put together and get these put in it. So alright, we're back. So we got our chicken broth boiled off with the sugar, the salt, and the peppercorns. It should kind of turn into a nice dark like that. I don't know if the camera's picking that up or not. So that's what we got going on now. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to double this with water. So we're going to put in 8 cups of cold water to cool this down. So there's 4. And then here is 8. Alright, so we're going to get the chicken put in here, and then we're going to top this off with ice. And you're going to want to leave this in here for at least 6 to 8 hours if you can, preferably overnight. So the reason we put all the salt and the sugar and everything in here is because what you got to do is you have to get this to be the same consistency of the water. So I know I'm not explaining it right, but basically you want the molecules of the brine to be able to free flow through the chicken. And once the chicken gets saturated with the water, everything's free flowing through it, it's going to bring all that salt and the pepper and everything through all of the meat. So once that happens, you don't have to inject nothing. All the meat is beautifully seasoned. And so you take your chicken wings, stick them right in here. Now that 8 cups of cold water cooled this right down, so you're not going to burn yourself. You're not going to cook the chicken. We're just looking to brine the meat. And yeah, we'll throw the special chicken wings in there too. Okay, so kind of get that all down in there like that, nice. So this is what you got. So now all your chicken is completely submerged. And now let me get my hands rinsed off here, and then we're gonna grab some ice. All right, so we got about 4 cups worth of ice. We're gonna get this in here to get this cooling. Probably put in 6 cups of ice. Let me grab some more ice out of here. Alright, so we're going to do 6 cups of ice. Kind of get that in there, and then grab myself a slotted spoon. Just kind of make sure this cold icy water makes it to the bottom. And now if you have like a cool spot in your house, you don't have to put this in the fridge if you don't have room for it. You could stick it in your pantry, you could put it in the basement, stick it next to an air conditioning duct. If you live up north, then put it in your giant walk-in cooler out in the garage and let it sit. And yeah, so now this is ice cold. The chicken wings are doing their thing. The salt's gonna start infusing them, and yeah, so we're gonna let this sit. We'll be back once we're ready to get these ready to go on the grill. All right, we're back. It's been a little over 6 hours that these have been sitting in the ice bath, so we're gonna get these drained out in the colander, and we will get them dried off, and then we're gonna do a little trick I learned over in Nam. I'll show you how to do it for grilling them, so you're not flipping one at a time. So yeah, let me get these emptied out, and then we'll bring you back. Alright, so we got our chicken wings drained. We got some paper towels so we can dry them off. The one thing I forgot to mention too is ahead of time throw some, unless you're going to use metal ones, throw some wooden shish kebab skewers. Put those in some water to soak. You're not going to stop them from starting on fire. It's just going to kind of delay it, so it's going to be more towards the end of cooking the chicken wings on the grill. So yeah, just that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grill these bad boys. So you got your chicken wings that are brined. I usually do like 6 on a skewer. So if you're having people over, everybody grabs a skewer. They get half a dozen chicken wings, which is kind of the perfect amount of chicken wings, honestly, for an appetizer. And if you live in New York, just remember that chicken wings are not a meal. So yeah, so you get them put out on the paper here, get them dried, don't rinse them off. We just brined them. We got all that salt and peppery sugar goodness throughout the whole chicken wing. So, and pick off any peppercorns that are still in there. So you take your skewer, and I like to go up through the one side, which is going to fight me, right? Never fights me, but now I'm trying to film it. So you come up the one side, across the bone, and then out the back. There we go. So then we got one on there. So now when you do it like this, you're not sitting there, like you can enjoy the grilling and the company and the beer, because instead of sitting there with your tongs flipping 60 chicken wings, you're flipping 6 at a time. So it's also nice for that too, and it's a better presentation when you're serving them, when you come in with all the chicken wings on a platter like shish kebabs like you would do. But so you just kind of keep chugging right along, and like I said, you can fit 6 comfortably on the skewer, no problem. Again, make sure you get all the peppercorns out of there. That'll make for a bad day. Someone takes a big old drunken bite of a chicken wing and gets a peppercorn. Probably never hear the end of it. And then you get together like, oh, remember that time we put that peppercorn in that chicken and Billy Bob ate it? So there we go. So now we got 6 flats. And I tell you, in my house, the wife is the flats, I'm the drums, so it works out perfect. We don't ever fight over the chicken wings unless we order them from some place that doesn't give you 6 and 6. Sometimes I make out, sometimes she makes out. So, same thing with these bad boys. With these, to get the 6 on there, you want to go back and forth with the chicken just to kind of get it on there. And now, when you're cooking the drums, they take a little bit longer than the flats when you're grilling them, obviously, because they're bigger. So I usually put these on one side with a little bit higher, put those on the other side. But keep your eye on the flats because you don't want those turned into little crispy flat mats. Alright, so now we got these dried. I ended up putting 7 on each skewer just because of the number of chicken wings that I had. I'm not doing a whole lot. But today we are going to be doing the Rustlin' Rob's Cajun seasoning. This stuff is pretty dang good. If you want, I don't know what's picking that up. There's the website right there and the phone number. They do ship. So I have family in Texas that laid me onto this stuff, and I actually use quite a few of their seasonings, but we're going to go ahead and flambe these up with some Texas Cajuning seasoning. Get these suckers done up nice. So in case you haven't figured it out, we're doing dry chicken wings. I'm not going to sauce these up because I got some dipping sauces that we use, and yeah, I like a nice dry rub. The blue cheese sticks on it easier. And in case you're one of those people, I am a Bills fan. I live in New York, and I am 45 minutes away from Buffalo. Buffalo chicken wings get blue cheese, not ranch. You want to put ranch on it? That's fine. You can put ranch on it. But I see these videos of people go, oh no, chicken wings get ranch. No, they don't. They get blue cheese. So if you're having buffalo chicken wings with buffalo sauce on them, you dip them in blue cheese, not ranch. So now that we got that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and get the other side of these seasoned up real nice. And you see I'm putting it on the wire rack like this because we're going to let these sit out on the counter for about a half hour, 45 minutes to kind of dry out and let the seasoning really adhere to the chicken wing. And in the meantime, we're going to go get the grill fired up. I was going to do charcoal. I mean, not trying to cheapen out on doing it, but it's just as good on the old Hank propane special, the old Strickland special. So we got these nice and Cajuned up, and yeah. And I mean, you can honestly, once they're Cajuned up, you can really dip them in any sauce that you want. Like I got some Zaxby's sauce. Oh, that's what I should have done. I got some Zaxby's seasoning. I should have done some of these in the old Zax seasoning, but I got some Zaxby's sauce. I got some Cattleman Ranch, like sweet and sour is pretty good with the extra little Cajun on it. Obviously, Sweet Baby Ray's. I got some Johnny Harris sauce, is pretty good. Actually, we might do that. Maybe some Johnny Harris Carolina sauce. That's pretty good on it. But so we're gonna let these sit. We're gonna get the grill fired up, and then once we get these thrown on the grill, we'll bring you back, show you them grilling up a little bit, and then we'll be back with the final result, show you what they look like. Alright, we're gonna get the grill sprayed down with some ham. Kind of helps stop the chicken wings from sticking right away. Let that smoke off for a second. We got the 2 right burners on low. We're going to put this one on medium. drums over the higher heat. Got our flats over the low heat. We're going to get these grilled up and we'll bring you back when we're ready to flip them. Alright, let's get these bad boys flipped. Instead of flipping them one at a time, you grab the whole thing like this. Bloop. Flip them over, just like so. Grab all the flats. All the flats flipped over. And these are starting to look pretty good. We're getting a nice little char on the outside of them. Let's turn this up just a little bit. And there you go. We'll bring you back when we're pulling them off. Alright, so these bad boys are just about up to temp. They're looking pretty juicy. Yeah, look at how nice and brown those suckers are there. Get these flipped over. It's got a nice crust on it already. I've temped a few of them. Some of them are up to 165. Some of them are hovering right around 150. These fatter ones always take a little bit longer, but so there's the flats, there's the drums, looking pretty tasty. If only Wonka Vision was a real thing. Wish you could smell that through your phone, or your TV, or your laptop, whatever you're watching on. We're going to bring these in, let them cool off for a minute, get a plate set up, and we'll bring you back for the final presentation. Alright, here's the final chicken wing. It's got a nice crispy crust on it. Still juicy on the inside and flavorful. We got some blue cheese, like I said. Blue cheese, not ranch. We got some Cattleman's. This is the Carolina Tangy Gold, kind of like a sweet and sour. So if you want your sauce to stick, you do the blue cheese first. Then you do your dipping sauce, not the other way around, otherwise the dipping sauce will fall right off. And that is a delicious chicken wing. And then you pair it with the macaroni salad. This recipe is up on my channel if you want to check that out. That is the Southern style sweet buttermilk macaroni salad. Appreciate you watching. Give it a try. I tell you, it's probably one of the best chicken wings you'll ever have off the grill. Thanks for watching.